On Halloween, Gotham Town Mayor Don Mitchell Jr. is murdered by a serial killer calling himself the Riddler. Billionaire Bruce Wayne, who has operated for 2 years because the vigilante Batman investigates along the Gotham City Police Department (GCPD). Lieutenant James Gordon discovers that the Riddler left a message for Batman, however Commissioner Pete Savage berates him for permitting a vigilante to go into the crime scene and forces Batman to depart. The Riddler kills Savage and leaves some other message for Batman. Batman and Gordon find out that the Riddler left a thumb drive in Mitchell's car containing pics of Mitchell with a woman, Annika, at the Iceberg Front Room, a nightclub operated with the aid of mobster Carmine Falcone's Lieutenant Penguin. Batman questions the Penguin, who pleads lack of expertise, but notices that Selina Kyle, Annika's roommate and girlfriend, works there as a waitress. After Annika disappears, Batman sends Selina lower back to the Iceberg Front Room to search for answers. Through Selina, Batman discovers that Savage changed into on Falcone's payroll as his district lawyer Gil Colson. Selina shuts off communique whilst Batman presses her about a relationship with Falcone. The Riddler abducts Colson, straps a timed collar bomb to his neck, and sends him to interrupt Mitchell's funeral. When Batman arrives, the Riddler calls him through Colson's smartphone and threatens to detonate the bomb if Colson cannot answer 3 riddles. Batman facilitates Colson's solution the primary 2, but Colson refuses to answer the 1/3. Name of the informant who gave the GCPD data that brought about an ancient drug bust, ending mobster Sal Maroni's operation. The bomb explodes, killing Colson and knocking Batman subconscious. Batman and Gordon deduce that the informant may be the Penguin and track him to a drug deal. They find out that Maroni's operation never certainly ended, and lots of GCPD officials are worried. Selina inadvertently exposes them when she arrives to steal cash. Because the Penguin flees, Selina discovers Annika's corpse in a vehicle trunk. Batman captures the Penguin, however learns that he became no longer the informant. Batman and Gordon follow the Riddler's path to the ruins of an orphanage operated with the aid of Bruce's parents Thomas and Martha. They learn that the Riddler became a resident at the orphanage and holds a grudge in opposition to the Wayne circle of relatives. Bruce's butler and caretaker, Alfred Pennyworth, is hospitalized after establishing a letter bomb addressed to Bruce. The Riddler then leaks proof that Thomas, who turned into walking for mayor when he was murdered, employed Falcone to kill a journalist for threatening to show embarrassing information about Martha's history of mental illness. Bruce, who grew up believing his father become morally upstanding, confronts Alfred, who confirms the allegations however states that Thomas decided to turn Falcone over to the police after gaining knowledge of the murder. Alfred surmises that Falcone had Thomas and Martha killed to prevent this. Selina tells Batman that Falcone is her neglectful father. She learns that Annika turned into strangled because Mitchell advised her that Falcone turned into the informant and resolves to kill him. Batman and Gordon arrive at the Iceberg Front Room in time to stop her. Batman physically prevents Selina from killing Falcone, explaining that she should not allow Falcone to break her destiny through murdering him and going through jail. Batman escorts a cocky Falcone to the police, whilst Falcone tells Batman that he knows of all Gotham's hidden secrets and underworld dealings, and that everything he knows dies with him. No faster does Batman bring Falcone outdoor to the patrol waiting than Riddler snipes Falcone from his condominium window. Unmasked as forensics accountant Edward Nashton, the Riddler is incarcerated in Arkham Nation Health Facility. Nashton says that, as an ignored orphan, he became green with envy of the sympathy Bruce obtained after his dad and mom homicide. He idolizes Batman, who inspired him to target the corrupt and proposes a partnership, but Batman angrily rejects him. Angered at being rejected by way of his idol, Nashton begins ranting, to which Batman realizes that Nashton still has something deliberate. Upon knowing Batman hasn't figured out his next path of motion, an extremely joyful Nashton offers him one last clue by using singing Ave Maria, the track sung at the Mitchells' funeral, to imply that the very last part of the plan is Mayor Choose Bella Real's assassination. However, Batman fails to comprehend this and exclaims, "What have you ever executed?" Looking his apartment, Batman is inadvertently aided by means of a cop who shows him a carpet-cutting tool which Riddler had murdered the mayor with at the start. Knowing this tool is any other clue to uncovering the Riddler's master plan, Batman cuts open the rug of the condo and discovers via a map drawn at the floor underneath that Nashton has stationed automobile bombs around Gotham. No sooner has he accomplished this than an internet video of Nashton's very last transmission earlier than his seasoned incarceration performs, explaining gleefully that he had cultivated an internet following that plans to assassinate Mayor Opt for Bella Real. The bombs damage the breakwaters around Gotham and flood the metropolis. A refuge is set up in an indoor arena, in which Nashton's followers non-fatally shoot Trial but are stopped by way of Batman and Selina. At the same time as scuffling with the cult atop the rafters, Batman defeats them but is nearly killed via Ultimate Member, who is approximately to execute Batman. Selina arrives and rescues Batman before kissing him, thanking him for preventing her from murdering Falcone. However, the Member involves and nearly kills Selina with a knife. Batman is incapacitated from his accidents and unable to arise to defend Selina. He injects himself with adrenaline, gets up, and tackles the Member to the floor. He has the Member pinned down and beats his face savagely until he is stopped through Gordon and Selina. Gordon tactics the Member and tears off his mask to expose his swollen, bruised face. Gordon asks, "Who the hell are you?" The person responds, "Me. I am Vengeance." Batman sees an electricity line swinging just beyond the crowds within the flooded water underneath, throwing sparks everywhere because it flails wildly. Batman uses his grappling hook to swing toward the twine and snatch onto it. As soon as he is hanging onto the twine, he makes use of his detachable bat logo to sever it, inflicting him to be stunned with the aid of the energy and cave into the water. Batman rises from the water, lights a flare, and leads the survivors to safety. Batman aids healing efforts and vows to encourage Wish in Gotham, having visible that his weapon of fear has fueled the pressure of vigilantes. In the meantime in Arkham, Nashton is disillusioned that his plan failed and wailing in his cellular. A neighboring cellmate, who is largely obscured at the back of the metal door of his mobile, proposes Nashton a riddle, asking, "Riddle me this. The less you have got of me, the extra I'm worth." Nashton answers, "A pal." They snicker together. Selina deems Gotham to be beyond saving and attempts to convince Batman to leave along with her, but he declines. They set out to the streets on their bikes, playfully weaving around each different. After they get to a fork in the street, Selina goes proper and Batman is going left. He appears returned in his mirror as she disappears into the horizon. Then, he seems immediately beforehand.